Welcome back to my channel. This is the fabric that we are using to make 6 pieces gown. So this is the fabric, this is the length that we want to use. The length is 38 and you add your end allowance. The end allowance is 1 inch, so making it 39. It's a gown that we are making, but we are doing the down side of it first. So we'll start with the measurement. This is the easier way of doing your 6 pieces, so I'm just showing you. So let's start with the measurements. So from here now is the waist, so we'll start from the waist to the hip line. You mark. My hip line that I'm marking here is 9. You roll it, so that is the line there, that is the 9. So you mark from your waist to your style line. We call it style line. That is the half length style line. So that is it. So let me mark. Is 16 that I'm marking there now. And mark your half length line that you will get that your style to get your flare. So mark it. So what I want to do now for the center line, so I'm marking 3.5. Marking 3.5. So you mark 3.5 throughout down to your length that you want to use. So it's 3.5 that I'm marking. I'm marking 3.5 to my style line or half length. So this is it. So I've marked it. So you now connect it from the waist. I hope my camera is showing you from the waist to the hip line, from the hip line to that half length line. So from that half length line is what you now take your flare out. So you take it. So my camera is showing you where for you to see. So from this half length now, you take it, and to the down side of it, that the hemline side that you have that your flare, and mark 8. So it's 8 here now. So that is what we got with our flare. So I now take the flare down. So can you see what I'm doing here now? So can you see what I'm doing here so that you see it clear? From this your half length line, you take it down, and what I marked here is 8. So that is the 8 we got for our flare. So it's done. So this is the front side of it that we are marking now, the front center of the 6 pieces that we are making. This is the front side of it. So it's done. So just for us to cut. So I'm cutting it now. This is the cutting. So watch this video and do it by yourself. So let me take it down so that you see it. I want you to see what I'm doing. So you cut, continue to cut, you cut, you cut, you cut, and finish cutting. So can you see? So can you see how it is now? So this is it. So we're done with the front side of it now. That is the center side. So that is it. So this is the back side of it now that we want to cut now. So this is the front side that we've already cut. So I've laid it to the back side of it, and the inch that we want to have at the zip side is 1.5. So this is the 1.5 that I've chalked to the half cut of the style that will fish, because I want to put a little flare at the tail side. So this is where you do your tail. If you want to put your tail at that half cut line. So this is the 1.5 inch to this place. Do you see the way I pinched this place now to bring it out? So that is done. So just for us to cut out. So I want to cut it out now. So I'm cutting. So this is the cutting. So watch it and do it by yourself and see how it will come out. So can you see what I'm doing here now? I'm bringing it out. I'm bringing the cutting out because I want it to flare at the downside of it. I want the flare to come out. So that is it. So this is the cutting. This is how you do your 6 pieces cutting when you are cutting. So we cut it just for me to open it out for you to see. So the cutting is done. So can you see how it is? So let me open it. This is the front side. So this is the back side of it now. So we're done with it. So this is the back. So can you see how it is? So the next step now is for us to cut the side of the flare. So this is it. This is how you cut your 6 pieces if you're making it. So don't forget to subscribe. So we've done with the front and the back side of the cutting. So this is the side of it now. So I've folded it now. So this is the wrong side. I've chalked it. This is the chalking side. So now it's just for you now to open the front center that will cut first. So this is the center front. So you open it, I spread it. So can you see the way I'm spreading it? You spread it and spread everything out. But you want to cut the side of it now. So this is the front side of it that we want to cut. You know, it's a 2 sides that we cut. One from the front side, one from the back side. So this is the front side that we are cutting. So I'm using the center front to cut it. So this is it. You just lay it like this. You spread it, lay it like this. And what you will now do, you start from your waist, because this is the waist side of it. You start from your waist and measure to your half length or style line. People call it style line or half length, the one you prefer to call. So you chalk. So from the waist to the style line is 16 here that we marked. So that is it. You mark to get that line, and that is the line. So from the waist now, you mark to get your hip line. That is 9. So from that, your waist, you mark 2. You can mark 1.5. You can mark 2. So I'm marking 1.5 to the waist. So from the hip, you mark 2. I'm marking 2 here. So from the style line, you mark 1.5. So I'm marking 1.5. So you connect from the waist, you connect to the hip. Remember, I chopped 1.5 from the waist side to the hip side. I chopped 2. So you chopped it. So this is it now. You connect to the style line from the hip now to the style line. So we're done with it. Just for you now to just take it. Can you see what I'm doing here? You take it to the main body of the center one that will cut. So can you see now? So we're done with it. Everything is done for the measurement. It will enter your measurement, whatever measurement you have on your body. Your hip is 30, your waist is 40, it will enter. So because this is the easiest way of getting this method of cutting your 6 pieces. So I'm cutting now. The ceremony is done. Everything is done for the cutting. So this side, just leave it like that. What you just do, just follow exactly this side of it and cut. This one is what we are working on, like the hip side, because this is the side I'm using at the waist hip. So you cut. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. Cutting, cutting, cutting it open. So you come to this side of it. I'm just showing you how it will be. So you cut this side. There's no need of putting any allowance. All your allowance has gone to the side or the hip side. Just take it. So I want the camera to show everything. That is why I'm shifting it for you to see what I'm doing. So subscribe to my channel, share it to friends, make a comment, like my video. So we're done with it. We're done with the side of the front side. So to indicate it, you can write side, that is SS, to know that this is the side of it. You use your chalk to write it out, and the cutting will also show it. So we're done with it. So that is it. So just for us now to cut the other side of it and go and stitch it on the machine. So this is the back side of it that we finish cutting. That is the side of it. This is the back side of it. So now, if you want to calculate it now, we finish cutting. This is the one side of this back that we use for the side. This is the other side of it. That is front side of it. So it's completed 2 2. Can you see? 2 2. That is 4 now. So this is the back side, back center of the pieces. So this is 2 2. So this is it. So this is the front side of it, the one that we used and start the cutting, the center front. So this is it. So we're done with the cutting. So everything of the 6 pieces is complete. Just for us now to go to the machine and stitch, and also to cut the upper side of it, because it's a gown that we're making. So this is how to cut your 6 pieces gown. So I encourage you to watch the video, make a comment, subscribe, share it to a friend, and make it by yourself. So that is the essence of showing you everything of this video. So this is the fabric. We are doing the 6 pieces gown, the upper side of it. So it's a simple method that we are using because the fabric is not much. So this is how I'll start with it. I'm using this one at the side of the bustier that we are making. The side is what I want to cut first, not the center, the side of it. So what you will do, you measure from the upper side to get your nipple. The nipple is 8.5. You mark your 8.5 and you mark your underbust. The underbust is 12 and mark the underbust 12. So you're done with that. So you come to this side. This is the straight line that I use chalk to mark. So from that straight line that I use chalk to mark is where you start to measurement. So I'm marking 2. Can you see the 2? I'm marking 2. So from this 2 that you mark, you connect it to the nipple point which we have. So you connect it to the nipple point. The nipple point is 8.5. On this measurement that we are using, 8.5, you mark it. So from here now to your underbust, you mark 1 inch, because this person did not have bust like that. If somebody that is bustier, is busty, you can make it 1.5, you can make it 2, depending how you want it to cup out very well. So it's one that I'm marking 1 inch. You mark your 1 inch. So from there you connect it to that place. So So you see the connection there. So and the actual length we are using is 16, so you make it 17 because of the sewing allowance, everything. So to get your length of the half length of the up that we are making, the upper side. So you're done with it. So you connect it back to this one, mark. Do you see it now? So we're done with it. The measurement is done. And now you check your fabric, that your material that you are using. The bust is 34. So what we have here, both the allowance, everything is okay. So we added 2 inch. So you come to the waist side. The waist is 26 plus the allowance. We added 2 inch allowance. So that is it. So this fabric that we just used now is good for the measurement. So you just cut. You're done with it. You cut. I hope you understand. So you cut now. So you cut. You open it, because this place is unfold. So this place is not enough. I will join this place to get to the measurement. So can you see how it is now? Like the side of the cup that we make. So what I did here is the side of the cup that we cut first before the center side, in an easy way of cutting your cup. So now is the middle side of it that we are cutting, this front side, the middle side. So just for you to lay the first one that will cut the side of it and lay it. So I've laid it. So now this is the nipple point. This is the under bust. So what you just do, just for you to cut, you cut it. So I'm cutting it, cut it. And remember, it's gown that we are making, 6 pieces gown. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch the video to the end. So can you see how it is now? So this is it. So this is the nipple point. Remember to notch so that you know the actual point of the bust. So this is it. And you use your tape rule to check what you have there. Okay, what we have here is correspond is 4. I want it to be 4, 3. So everything is okay here. So you open it for you to see. So this is the center of it. Here is not enough. We join it again. So you can see how it is now. Yeah, an easy way to make your bustier. So we are cutting the side of the second one, because it's one side that we cut earlier. So this is the back now we are cutting. So what I'm doing here now is I'm folding this place out, because this is the bustier side of the front, and now we are cutting the back side. So doesn't, we not want it to appear at the back side, because it's back we are cutting. So this is it. Can you see what I'm doing here now? So just for you now to just cut. The cutting is done. We'll cut the cutting. So I'm cutting the back side of it, is what I'm cutting here. So can you see what I'm doing? Like the back of it. So we finish cutting. For you to know this is the back, just for you to notch the side. So that's the side of it now. So done with the back cutting. Please don't forget to subscribe. So this is the center front that center back that we are using. So this is the front side that we used before to cut. So we are cutting the center back. This 1.5 allowance inch of the zip, so I've chalked it. So just for you now to fold the front side of it so that it will not appear at the back. So just for you now to cut. So the cutting is already done. I'm just laying it out to explain to you how we cut it out. So I've also notched it for the zip side, so it's done. So just for us to move it and show you. So everything is done now. So this is the sleeve that we are using to make the gown that we are sewing. So the length is 12. So this is the length. This is the armhole. So this is round sleeve. The round sleeve is 10. That is 5. So you mark and add your allowance. And it's a net material that we are using to make this sleeve. So this is the armhole side. Just for you now to just slant. It's a slant. You slant it and you got your armhole. So don't forget to subscribe. So what next now? Just for me now to go and stitch it because the cutting is already.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were